So can 850 pounds of salt make you float? If in water and in a big enough tub or tank, yes. And I will show you that. And it's really good for pain relief and really deep relaxation. And you'll see why. But before we quantum jump there, my name is Beverly, and my channel is all about reviewing products and services that help with your emotional well-being. So if that is a priority in your life, please do subscribe to my channel. So let's go over. So one way, if you're wondering where I am, to experience a deep, deep sense of calm and peace is by floating. Don't mind the background light. I'll show you how the tank looks like from the outside, but I am in a tank, also known as a flotation tank, sensory deprivation tank, or isolation tank. Let me just pan down. That's the water. It's very shallow. So the point of this is to pretty much float and get into a meditative state. But I didn't do that at first. At first I was doing it for like pain relief because of a bulging disc in my back. So I wasn't initially using it for meditation, but now is another story. The lights behind me you can turn off, so it's like pitch black. So let's just take a look how black it gets. So that's without the light. What's a cool experience when you're in complete darkness like this, and this is how dark it gets. This is not the video editing software. Is you lose, there's no gravity when you float, so you lose sense of up, down. All you hear is your heartbeat, your breathing, extra loud just because your ears are under the water. It's a really cool feeling if you allow yourself to just quiet down in the dark. Let's turn it back on. You can leave it on if you want, or turn it off. If you want to experience nothingness, almost like you're floating into space, I would turn it off. And in this tank, let me just show you. Ooh, there's 850 to 900 pounds of Epsom salts in here, and that's what makes you float. There's no gravity when you float. Obviously, if you sit up, you can't float. So yeah, a lot of people use this for pain relief, stress reduction, increase in creativity, because when you're in that state of nothingness, then you kind of increase your right brain to increase rather than your left brain, which is, you know, monkey mind, noisy, noisy, noisy. Just like my mind sometimes. So this is flotation therapy, otherwise known as sensory deprivation. It's worth seeking out if you have it in your city, just to experience. You can wear earplugs if you want, if you don't want to get water in your ears, but your head will be above the water. And the water temperature is exactly 34.1 degrees Celsius, known as the skin receptor neutral temperature. So you won't know where your body, or you won't feel where your body hits the water, just to give you that sense of nothingness. So you won't be able to feel. You can turn off the music so you won't hear. I tend to leave it on. You won't see. So AKA sensory deprivation. Now just note, you do have to surrender to nothingness. So the first couple times, if you're a warrior or have a ton of things on your mind and quiet seems to enhance that, then the first couple times may feel uncomfortable. But once you can surrender to the silence and the lack of sensory that you'll be experiencing, you experience a deep relaxation. And people have serious meditation sessions in here. Each session is around an hour. Mine is an hour and a half, only because I'm the first here in the morning. So that is flotation therapy, known as floating or sensory deprivation. So that's that. I am gonna go float now. I'm just here floating with a little, I have on a head thing to have some extra support for my head. Now you will feel the walls obviously if you hit it, but otherwise if you just allow yourself to float, you don't feel anything. And when you get out after an hour, your fingers actually don't prune up. It feels smoother and softer. So that's a plus. No pruning fingers.